Chapter 3. Creating Database with Access. Shopping malls, offices, hotels, hospitals, supermarkets and drive-thrus rely on computers to manage vast amounts of data. Data is stored and managed in a computer using databases. In this chapter, we will explore databases and how to create database tables. A database is a collection of data organized in a manner that allows easy access, retrieval, update, and use. In a manual database, we might record data on paper and store it in a filing cabinet. Database software is a software that allows us to create, access, and manage a database on a computer. The computer stores the data on a storage medium, such as a hard drive or an optical disk. In other words, a database is used by an organization as a method of storing, managing, and retrieving information. Modern databases are managed using a database management system, DBMS. Fact GPT. Charles Buchman designed the first DBMS system. Database Management System, DBMS. Database Management System, DBMS, is a software that allows creating and managing databases. A user can perform multiple tasks such as creating databases, inserting, updating, deleting, and retrieve data using DBMS. Furthermore, a Relational Database Management System, RDBMS, is a DBMS based on the relational model. Each database stores data in tables. For instance, a university database can have tables for students, lecturers, and courses. Business traders can also use relational databases to help them keep track of their customers, the orders they have placed, and if they have been issued an invoice, and then what level of stock is to be adjusted. Moreover, most RDBMS provide graphical user interface (GUI) to perform operations on the database. Also, the programmer can use structured query language (SQL) to manage data. For example, MySQL, SQL Server and Oracle are some popular RDBMS. Fact GPT. Better database systems can be used for confidential data. History of DBMS. Let's have a look at the important landmarks in the history of DBMS. 1970, COD introduced IBM's Information Management System, IMS. 1976, Peter Chain coined and defined the Entity Relationship Model, also known as the AIR model. 1980, Relational Model becomes a widely accepted database component. 1985, Development of Object-Oriented DBMS. 1990, Incorporation of Object Orientation in Relational DBMS. 1991, Microsoft ships MS Access, a personal DBMS and that displaces all other moves under Microsoft. 1995, First Internet Database Applications. 1997, XML applied to database processing, move under XML vendors begin to integrate XML into DBMS products. Applications of DBMS. Online shopping, social media, telecommunications, library management, human resource management, travel reservations, universities, banking, finance, credit card transactions. Fact GPT. Telephone directory, a dictionary, maintaining a list of friends and their addresses, keeping students' records pertaining to academic and co-curricular achievements by teachers, list of groceries in a grocery store, catalog in a library, list of customers in a bank, maintaining employees' information in offices and organizations, etc., are the examples of different types of database. Microsoft Access 2021. Microsoft Access 2021 is a relational database management system (RDBMS) that allows us to create, manage, and process data in the form of multiple tables. Each specific piece of information in a table is known as value. A value is located at the intersection of row and column. Access 2021 helps to analyze large amounts of information and management-related data more efficiently than Excel 2021. Software developers, data architects, and power users can use MS Access to develop application software. Features of Access 2021. Access 2021 lets you build and share a database in seconds. You supply the information and Access does the rest, making it easy to create and structure your data. Reports and queries put your data into the format you want, so your applications consistently look great. Let's explore its remarkable features. Add tables with fewer clicks. Use the Add Tables task pane, which stays open while you work, to add tables to relationships and queries. Database objects. You can clearly see the active tab, easily drag tabs to rearrange them, and close database objects with just one click. Refresh, relink or remove linked tables. The updated Linked Table Manager is a central location for viewing and managing all data sources and linked tables in an Access database. From time to time, you may need to refresh, relink, find, edit or delete linked tables. This is because of changes to the data source location, table name or table schema. Better precision of date-time extended data type. The new feature of Access implemented the datetime to data type into Access to enhance syntax compatibility with SQL to increase accuracy and level of detail in records that include dates and times. The datetime to data type includes a larger date range with high specified time precision, nanoseconds, rather than seconds. Dark theme support. The dark gray and black themes are perfect for those who prefer a softer take on high contrast visuals. Improvements to SQL View. Use the Find and Replace dialog box in SQL View to search for and replace text in an SQL statement, which is especially useful for long statements. Improvements to the Query Designer. The new feature of Access added new time-saving options for table objects. In Query Design View, right-click to select Open, Design View or Size to fit. Improvements to the Relationships window. Quickly adjust the table size to reveal additional fields and relationships, select a subset of tables and relationships, and scroll horizontally and vertically by using the mouse scroll wheel. Components of Access. Databases in Access 2021 are composed of various components which together allow us to enter, store, analyze, and compile the data as per the requirements. Tables, records, and fields. In MS Access, a database consists of a collection of tables organized in rows and columns. A record is a row in a table that contains information about a given person, product, or an event. A field is a column in a table that contains a specific piece of information within a record. Datasheet and forms. Each table appears as a spreadsheet grid called datasheet. We can type directly into a datasheet. We can create forms, which are like dialog boxes that prompt for field entries to make data entry more convenient. Filter and queries. We can filter a table to show only desired records and fields. We can also create a query, which is like a saved filter. Queries also enable us to combine data from multiple related tables into a single datasheet of results. Reports. Reports offer a way to view, format, and summarize information from the Access database. They present data from tables and queries in an attractive format, complete with titles, headers, footers, and graphics. Descriptions. After the instructions, descriptions are provided for the users. Properties pane. All properties related to a field can be seen in the Properties pane after clicking the field. Starting Access 2021 and creating a blank database. Let's learn to start Access 2021. Step 1. Click on Start button to open Start menu. Step 2. Click on All apps. Step 3. Scroll down and click on Access. Access Start screen appears. Now, blank database can be created from here. Let's learn to create a blank database. Step 1. Click on the blank database or template option. A window will appear displaying the template information. Step 2. Type the name of the database under the file name field. Access automatically assigns the .accdb Access database extension to all database files. Step 3. Click on Create button. Access 2021 creates a new, blank database and opens a new table. Fact GPT. To view the previous or next template, click on side arrows. You can click on the Browse button to find the folder or drive where we have already stored the file. Access 2021 window. Let's understand about the Access 2021 window. Title bar. It shows the name of the displayed database. File tab. It displays the backstage view of the file commands such as New and Open. Quick Access toolbar. It displays quick access buttons to save, undo and redo commands. Ribbon. It displays groups of related commands in tabs. Each tab offers shortcut buttons to common tasks. Tabs. It contains buttons and other controls for working with data. Groups. Organize controls into sections within tabs. Dialog box launcher. Opens a dialog box related to the group. Object tab provides access to all open database objects such as tables, reports, and forms. Navigation pane lists all available database objects. View buttons help to switch between various views of the selected object. Record selector displays the current record number and navigates to other records. Status bar displays information about the current object or view. Creating a new table in Datasheet view. Datasheet view refers to row-wise and column-wise view of data in a table in database applications. The information pertaining to individual records is provided with individual rows and the attributes related to that record are given in the corresponding columns. Let's learn to create a new table in Datasheet view. Step 1. Click on Create tab on the ribbon. Step 2. Click on Table button. A new table opens in Datasheet view. Step 3. Double-click the column header to create a field name. Not shown. Step 4. Type a name for the field. Not shown. Step 5. Press Enter key on the keyboard. Step 6. Click on Next column. Not shown. Data type menu will appear. Step 7. Select the data type for the field. For example, select short text if the name field has to be added. Step 8. Type a name for the field. Not shown. Step 9. Repeat steps 6 to 8 to create more fields for the table. The table is now added to the list of tables in the left navigation pane. Creating a table using Design View. Let's learn to create a table using Design View. Step 1. Click on the arrow below the View button. A drop-down menu appears. Step 2. Select Design View. Not shown, the Save As window opens, asking to name the table. Step 3. Enter the name and click OK. The Table Design View window opens. This window consists of two parts, the Field Entry pane and the Field Properties pane. In the Field Entry pane, the field names and data types columns for the current table will be displayed. Enter in the appropriate field names and data types, example, first name, last name, etc. Different data types that could be used for the table are discussed below. Auto number. The database creates a unique number for each record that is created. Short text. This data type is used for containing letters and numbers. This option can contain up to 255 characters. Long text. This data type is used for fields requiring long entries. Both letters and numbers can be entered in this field. This option can hold up to 65,536 characters. Number. This data type is used when calculations involving numbers are required for the field. Date time. Select this field type when needed to enter a date or time. Currency. This data type is used when currency needs to be entered into the field. Yes/No. This field type is used when the field requires a yes or no entry. It appears as a checkbox in the datasheet. OLE Objects allows for the embedding and linking of a number of supported file types in a database, for example, PDF, PowerPoint, Excel, Word, Visio documents, images and sound clips. Hyperlink. This field type is used when email addresses and hyperlinks are required. Attachment. This option allows the user to attach one or more files to the record. Lookup Wizard. This drop-down option helps the user to create a list for the field. When this option is selected, the Lookup Wizard starts. Descriptions. After the instructions, descriptions are provided for the users. Properties pane. All properties related to a field can be seen in the Properties pane after clicking the field. Entering data in a table. Let's learn to enter the data in a table. Step 1. In Datasheet view, type the data into the fields one by one. Step 2. After completing the record in a row, press Enter key. We can also click on the New Record icon on the Home tab in the Records group to type in a new record. Understanding field properties. Let's learn to change the field size. Each field has a set of properties that defines and controls it. These properties include defining its size and format, as well as rules for entries in it. Properties pane. When a field is selected in Design view, its properties appear in this lower pane. General tab. The General tab contains most of the properties we will work with. Lookup tab. The Lookup tab is primarily used for setting up lookup lists. Drop-down list. Some properties have drop-down lists from which we can select the option. Property information. When the insertion point is in a property box, information about that property appears here. Yes/No properties. Some properties represent yes/no questions which have already been filled for us with default values. Fact GPT. Ctrl+N create new database. Ctrl+P print the current or S elected objects. Ctrl+O open existing database. Ctrl+S save a database object. Alt+F4 quit from MS Access. Change the field size. Each field has a size that limits the amount of data we can store in it. There are different ways of expressing the field size depending on the type of field. Set field size properties. The default field size for a field with a data type of text is 255 characters. We can change this size in the range from 0 to 255 characters. Let's learn to set field size properties. Step 1. Click on the desired field to change the size. Step 2. Click on General tab in the Field Properties page. Step 3. Enter the new field size in the Field Size text box. Set the field format. We can change the format of a field to update its appearance in datasheet, form and report. Let's learn to set the field format. Step 1. Click on the desired field to change the format. Step 2. Click on General tab. Step 3. Click in the Next to Format field. A drop-down menu arrow appears. Step 4. Click drop-down menu arrow to choose the required format. For a number or autonumber field, the choices represent different number types such as general, currency and percentage. For date-time data types, the choices appear as date-time format. For yes-no fields, the choices appear as ways of expressing yes or no. Fact GPT. The default value property applies to all table fields except those fields with the data type of autonumber or OLE object. The maximum length for a default value property setting is 255 characters. If you set the default value property for a text box control to is equal to now, the control displays the current date and time. Saving and closing the table. Table structure is now complete. The next step is to save the table in the database. We should give a name to the table before saving it. Once we have saved the table, we can continue working in the table window or close the window. Let's learn to save and close the table. Step 1. Click on the Save button on the Quick Access toolbar. The Save as dialog box will appear. Step 2. Type the name in the table name box. Step 3. Click on OK button. Access saves the table and the table name appears in the Object tab and Navigation pane. Step 4. Click on the Close button to close the table. Test your knowledge. While designing a database, we should carefully plan how we are going to store our information. Our database must have a clear purpose. First, think, why do we need this database? What is the purpose of creating this database? How will we break that information into records and fields to create a table? Design a database for a pet clinic. Give your tables, fields and records meaningful and simple names so that anybody can understand them easily. Recapitulate. Database is an organized collection of data, generally stored and accessed electronically from a computer system. Microsoft Access 2021 is a relational database management system, RDBMS, that allows us to create, manage, and process data in the form of multiple tables. We can filter a table to show only desired records and fields. We can also create a query, which is like a saved filter. Queries also enable us to combine data from multiple related tables into a single datasheet of results. Reports offer a way to view, format and summarize information from the Access database. Access automatically assigns the .accdb Access database extension to all database files. All properties related to a field can be seen in the Properties pane after clicking the field. We should give a name to the table before saving it. Gloss GPT. Database, a collection of data organized in a manner that allows easy access, retrieval, update, and use. DBMS, Database Management System, is a software that allows creating and managing databases. Value, each specific piece of information in a table. Record, a row in a table that contains information about a given person, product, or an event. Field, a column in a table that contains a specific piece of information within a record. Wizard, a part of program that guide the user through certain steps.